So happy New Year's everyone, welcome to 2023. In today's video I wanted to talk about something that I discussed a couple months ago in the community section. So I put up a poll asking you guys how important the smart functions are on your television, and to my surprise the results were overwhelming. The majority of you really didn't use the smart functions. You bought the TV, you connected to your PlayStation, your Fire Stick or whatever, and then you never use the smart function again. And the reason I put that poll question out there is because I find myself not even touching those smart functions after setting up the television. So today's video, what I want to do is go over some of those reasons why a smart TV is not all it's cracked up to be, also what your options are, or if you're someone that's on the lookout for a television that doesn't have those smart features, as well as some options that some manufacturers provide to you. So I'm gonna jump right into it. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, smash the notification bell. Let's go. So as I said in the intro, most of you didn't use those smart functions on your television, and some of you even said that if you had the option to buy a so-called dumb television, you would go ahead and do so. So I'm gonna read a little bit from reviewgeek.com. I'll leave the full article, but there are some television options out there that skips those smart functions, but also some television manufacturers gives you the opportunity to skip the smart function. So for me, I have a lot of streaming devices. Once I set up a television, I connect my Fire Stick, I connect my Nvidia Shield, and that's basically it for the smart function. I no longer use them. I no longer go into the settings. In my experience, some of those televisions, Samsung, after a couple years, they are no longer supported by the manufacturer. So I run into that a couple times. So for me, Nvidia, Amazon, Roku, they usually keep up to date. Those are better options to connect to your television after you set it up. So why are smart televisions overrated? For one, smart televisions UI is usually clunky. Usually, and I'm not picking at Vizio, usually there's stuff just crunched in. It's hard to navigate, hard to find the settings. On top of that, the processing power is really slow, so just going from one section to another takes some maneuvering, and not enough processing power, because remember, at the heart, these are small computers, and if you don't have enough processing power in there, it's gonna make for a crappy experience. So this article goes over some of my experience. So most people are excited to own a smart TV, and that's fine. Smart TVs give you the instant access to streaming services and cost less than their older, dumber siblings. But in our opinion, these perks are completely outweighed by the TV's usability and privacy. So privacy, yes, the smart functions on the TV might collect your data, but that's not entirely different from a Fire Stick or Nvidia Shield. And you know, we've done videos, I've done videos just showing you what settings to disable on your Fire Stick just to keep that from collecting. So I'm not going to focus on the data collection portion. But the question is, can you still buy a dumb television? And the answer is yes, but they're making this a lot harder. So you can search, you can find televisions without the smart features, but as time goes by, they're becoming more rare, so they're harder to find. And also, if you're extremely picky, you're not going to be able to find one. So good to know that some smart televisions do give you the option to skip the smart area and just go to a basic TV setup. Again, this will be ideal for anyone who just want to plug in their device and get streaming and not worrying about another operating system that they're not going to use. So if you already own a smart TV and you're connected and you're concerned about privacy, you can simply disconnect it from your network and block it from your router, which probably is a little bit extreme, because some smart televisions, particularly the models running in Google TV software, lets you skip smart features entirely. You just need to select the basic running mode during the setup. Unfortunately, this may not work for every Google television, and if you're already set up a Google TV, you'll need to format it back. So basically, you need to factory reset your device. So I do own a couple Sony televisions, and they have the Google UI built in. Again, I don't use those smart functions, but if I was someone that was concerned or just don't want to go through the process of setting that up, that's something I might want to try doing. All right, so it goes on to say finding a dumb television will only get harder, and reason may not just be that they're looking to give you additional features, but with a user interface they're able to push ads to those televisions, and we know that ad revenue equals money. So you will get a TV for a discounted price, and now televisions are really cheap. You can get a decent size for $150, $200. So that's where the trade-off is. If you had an opportunity to buy a dumb television without any smart features, would you go ahead and buy that in 2023? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, smash the notification bell. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.